In the wake of protests in Austin streets that turned violent and with more rallies planned for later this week, the Texas National Guard may be on its way. Thanks for joining us. I'm Daniel Marin.
And I'm Jennifer Sanders. Austin Mayor Kirk Watson has confirmed the city has been told the Texas troops may be called in to help DPS during protests this weekend. While signing a bill today, Governor Greg Abbott gave a stark warning to those planning to protest over the weekend.
We want to make sure that what has happened in California does not happen in Texas. Texas is a law and order state, and we will use every tool that we can to ensure order across our state. You break the law, you've crossed the line, you will be arrested.
And Jayla Washington joins us now. Just walk us through why this is happening now and what the reaction really has been.
Yeah, so pretty much it all stems from what we saw, not just on Monday, but really what's happening all across the country right now. Obviously, organizers meant for it to be a peaceful protest against immigration, customs, and enforcement on Monday night. But again, what is happening all across the country, just tensions running extremely high. From protest organizers to the city of Austin, there has been some mixed reaction to news of the National Guard possibly being deployed this weekend, and also real concerns when it comes to safety and free speech.
Yeah, it's very surreal being back here. It kind of puts a pit in my stomach because
Alexandra Haddix got out of jail Tuesday. Police arrested her Monday night near this federal building that's used as an immigration, customs, and enforcement detention center.
I was tear gassed while being pulled out of that car.
Still facing charges, she's ready for another protest she helped organize this Saturday. It's a part of a national movement called No King's Day. Large crowds expected protesting the Trump administration.
I just think that it's going to be so funny seeing the dichotomy between our Jubilee protest and the National Guard holding their massive guns.
The governor put the National Guard on standby in Texas, writing on social media, peaceful protest is legal. Harming a person or property is illegal and will lead to arrest. Texas Guard will use every tool and strategy to help law enforcement maintain order. Some Austin City Council members aren't happy about this move.
I'm concerned about the call-up of the National Guard because soldiers are not trained as police, right?
Meanwhile, more calls for peace and respect for law enforcement.
But don't be destructive.
And as protests continue to play out in various ways across the country, rideshare company Waymo says it'll be limiting trips in downtown Austin this weekend out of an abundance of caution after some of its vehicles were set on fire during protests in LA.
We have multiple people.
Back here in Austin, Haddix says she doesn't expect things to escalate again.
But at the end of the day, the safety of the people at our protest is our #1 concern.
Yeah, so it is worth noting that the organizers who I spoke with today tells me Saturday's protest has been planned for weeks. She says they will have seminars this week to help educate people on protest safety, and also worth mentioning that APD says that they are going to be at 100% staffing. They're going to have officers out there wearing lighter vests, really just trying to do some pre-crowd control, talking with people, making sure that they know what is allowed and what's not.
All right, Jayla Washington, thank you so much for that insight.